Hello, please welcome Lisa Benz, co-producer.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So glad it's so well
Amazing.
received.
So, how many of you had a clue about this story? Really? Wonderful. Wonderful. You can all go now.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
Exactly. That's amazing. So, when did the film actually start? I mean, she ended in 2022, her career.
Yeah, so the film started, I guess, roughly 2 years ago. So in like 23, 20, like around that time, Perry Peltz and Matt O'Neill, who are the amazing directors of the film, met Allison at an event that Amazon holds every year and heard her story, and were basically on the edge of their seats hearing the story, and were shocked that they had never heard the story, and were just like, why isn't this out in the world? Which is where that began.
Amazing, amazing. And how did you get involved?
So I have worked with Perry and Matt for a while. I worked on a show called Axios on HBO with them, and when that dissolved during COVID, they had always worked on a bunch of different documentary projects, but they kept a small team of us a part of, on, and then they found this story and they asked me to be the producer, and I said, "Oh, yes, of course."
Let me think about this for a nanosecond.
Right. So that's how I got involved.
So it's so interesting because the film, all of the action had already taken place. And so, in a sense, this is an historical film where you're making all this stuff not up, but you're having to find all of this material.
Right.
What was that like?
That
It probably wasn't that hard because they were
Well,
documenting themselves.
they documented everything. I mean, it was
Since
clearly a
birth.
family thing. Right. Dad has had every home video camera that ever existed from when those kids were born, and he just documented everything. And obviously that he gave them that gene because they did the same, as you can see, like through her pregnancy, through having to run on the track, hiding the pregnancy. She just documented all of the important things that were happening in her life. So we had 35 years worth of footage to go through to pull. And, it was a lot of stuff. And then again, like she kept these like vlogs, throughout all the important moments in her life. So it made it so much easier because when the action's already happened, it's like, how do you make it feel active and urgent and, so thank God for that.
Right. And social media. If it had been 15 years ago, that would have been much harder to do this. It's one more proof of how the iPhone has changed the world.
Right.
And that's incredible. So let's talk about filmmaking, because most of us here are not filmmakers. And there's a thing called B-roll in making films. And B-roll is footage that you shoot that's not the main interview. It's not the main thing. It's somebody driving in a car. It's kissing your kid. It's looking at the hospital lights as you looked up and you went through, which may have been done during the editing because we need something else.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And so talk about collecting those things. A lot of that seemed to happen, where her brother is sitting at his computer. He's probably not looking at Nike. It's probably the day before yesterday.
Correct. Yes, that is what we have to do. And we have to thank, and I have to give a shout out to our amazing editor, Lily Henderson, whose father is here.
Oh,
Lily Francis
fantastic.
Henderson. So she beautifully constructed this film. And she would often say, go find it. and that is what we did. We knew that we took opportunities when we were filming with them. If it's like, oh, can we do a driving shot? Like, we can use that somewhere. We were able to follow her to her doctor's appointments because she was in fact pregnant during this filming. Which so it timed like it was like, oh my God, how wonderful! Like she was in her second pregnancy, so we were able to document a lot of that. But then she literally had the moment. Of when she had to be checked into the hospital. That was a real moment. That was literally her, like, what is going on? But we went through stock footage for things that we wouldn't be able to because budget wouldn't allow us to go film beautiful stadium floodlights in the rain. There's a lot of wonderful stock footage that could help us. Like, we couldn't get every moment. Like, we were milking every moment we could, so getting footage of her on a track. There's a shot where she's pregnant and working out at night, and we needed like another shot, so we got like our associate editor to go run on a track at night and
for her feet.
Yes, so we could use her feet. So I mean, it's a combination of like using stock footage, thinking, do we need to do another shoot that will cover like driving shots and whatever other things, kissing the baby. And then we were actually really lucky. We have a lot of commercial footage in here, like from Athleta, from I'm trying to think of the other companies, but they, usually we wouldn't be allowed to use commercial footage, but they gave us permission to use the commercial footage in this, which was
because they were guilty.
Because they were killed, right? They didn't want to be accused of anything, so they were like, "Let us." Yeah, so we got really lucky.
And how about Nike? How were they in making this film?
So Nike, we only involve them sort of at the end to sort of like fact check. They weren't, we felt like we did a fair representation, and it was less about Nike per se as much as the sports footwear industry as a whole. So we did offer them the opportunity to comment, but they just, they're obviously not interested in.
Smart. Exactly. But what about the images of Allison, of all that advertising? Did they give you permission for that? Did they charge for that? What was or did
call
you say
that fair use?
Yeah. You know what fair use? Fair use means that we think we can use this and we don't have to get your permission for it. Right. And it's a thing that has developed in the last, what do you think, 10 years, 5 years even, in the film business. It's not clear. And you use things where you may get in trouble.
You get a good lawyer.
You may get in trouble for, right.
You have, generally, right, you ask the lawyer, like, can we get away with this? And it's like, it was a story that was out there. So, usually a good fair use lawyer will try to let you.
Right. It's supposed to be
rope.
Clearly defined. And as often as I have read about fair use, I go, what the? Okay, well, maybe, but I have never used fair use. I have never used fair use. But then again, I haven't done a film like this where, there are 20 minutes of things you need to have rights for.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. So I think we have time for some questions. Do we have, let's... Go ahead. Yes, microphone. Who's first? Good.
Two
Hi.
just very quick questions. So in this vein of what you used, did you have there was an interview with her that kind of carried you through, right? Because
Yes.
you did that.
Yes, we did 2 interviews with her.
Right. And
After
then,
the fact.
right. So because it's clear she wasn't filming herself. So I thought, yeah. And then the other thing is, did she ever start a shoe company?
She did, and it's called Saysh, Saysh, and the first women's sneaker created for women with using a woman's last. And they're really comfortable, not to be plugging her, but they're amazing sneakers. Online. They used to carry them in Athleta, but they no longer do. Okay.
Do we have someone over here? Oh, we can have over here. Yep.
Thank you. What a magnificent documentary. I used to run track and do shot put. To see that was like, oh gosh, it's just amazing. Two things. One is, how's the baby boy?
Oh, he's wonderful. He's a beautiful little chunky thing.
And how old is the daughter?
Cameron must be about 6 now. I think she's 6 because she was
2022 was the Olympics, and she was born a year or two before that.
18?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like the timeline is off, but I think she's 6.
And did Allison's brother continue as an agent, and has he represented other people?
He has. He did have a roster. I'm honestly not sure. They've started another company that's an agency focused specifically on female athletes. And they're under a bigger umbrella agency, which is the name is escaping me at the moment.
She's doing a lot of nonprofit.
Yes, she does nonprofit work. I mean, I think one of the goals with this film is to bring it to college campuses as well.
Can I just throw something in?
Of course,
It's
sorry.
just a fact. A black man invented the last.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Not know
And
that.
a black woman invented the last for women.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Who knew?
That's
Well,
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. We have another? Well, thank you all so much for coming, and
You guys.
congratulate Allison from
I
all
will.
of us.
I will.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.